EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Baltimore Ravens. On the visitors' sideline, Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys off to a strong 2-0 start to begin the 2026 campaign. His counterpart on the Ravens sideline, John Harbaugh. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. And they'll begin by running the option. And right away, he lost the football.
Already putting that lick on.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
So here are the Jaguars in great field position already.
Nigga stuck the ball
They're
out.
led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Before the game.
Oh.
Play action. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. The quick feet by Jackson. And he will have
Trying to knock the ball out again, boy.
Able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And it's a fumble. And the Jags grab it. A nice little juke. And the return
okay, Lord.
comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop? Jackson now. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And that's caught left side by the tight end King. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups. 2 yards to go, second down.
Brings up second and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Henry out of the pistol. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 12 carries, 61 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
Here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
That's good for Baltimore.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Brings up second and 4.
Henry up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
It's now third.
Now Jackson. He'll try and do this himself.
Damn, I missed. Fuck. Damn.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And fighting down inside the 25. And he'll take it up past the 25. Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. Jackson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Here's Jackson to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
A gain of 24 yards. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the ground, it's Ford. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 27.
First down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Devon Hamilton. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to...
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Slant route, and he finds Thornton. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Inside handoff. Henry. And he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will set
Boy, that's what I'm talking about, boy.
Territory at the 42-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we went to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this. Time now to see what this defense can do. 2nd quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Going
Good play,
down
Lloyd.
at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and... Five now.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see what this defense can do.
Hey, hey.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
report. Report.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. To throw is Jackson. And he'll take it into the end. Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the 3rd quarter. They begin with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson from the shotgun. Now he'll tuck it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devon Hamilton able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give him credit. So we're in the 3rd quarter. We'll see how this defense handles the upcoming drive as the offense takes over with a 1st and 10. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And the Baltimore 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
I don't even know why he threw off his back foot like that.
Take over here at their own 14-yard line.
That's it.
1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Partner, I think this one won a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the 3rd quarter.
13.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Taken down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And to the 43.
Shallow.
So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Off the option, here's Henry. Antonio Johnson makes the stop. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. The tight end in motion right. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll run. It's Henry. And I'm not sure he got there. Perhaps one more stop could do it for this defense. They'll head out here with a 2-score lead in tow in this 4th quarter. Jackson throwing to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Henry again on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Yeah, that's my fault, man. Shit.
A big possession coming up here. This defense, they've been tested all game long. Now they'll look to protect this slim 4th quarter lead. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Looking to throw. Now the ball comes loose. And the Jags grab it. And they'll have great field position here. Fourth quarter action, beginning of the drive. Time to see how this defense does here. Now Jackson. That's caught by Thornton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Jackson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
That's game.
Now inside the 25. And running with power.
That's game.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
And he's just across midfield.
Flag on me?
And down at the 49-yard line.
Oh, man, illegal contact.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, that comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. And
But that's game over, though.
They can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Jacksonville, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.